Hello, welcome to the Colchester Burial Ground, established in 1713. That's over 300 years ago. So, a lot of things can happen in 300 years. These buildings, I can tell you 100 years ago, off the firehouse, Bacon Academy, Day Hall, and the Federated Church were all here 100 years ago. What do you think 200 years ago, let alone 300 years ago? Were those buildings here? See if you can find out. We're at the grave of the Reverend John Bulkley, the first minister of the First Church of Colchester. Back when he was alive, that was in colonial times. Connecticut was not a state because the United States of America did not exist yet. Connecticut was a colony of England. Now, Reverend John's grandfather was a Puritan minister, and he left England because of religious persecution there of Puritans, and that's how the Bulkley family came to America. So that's one reason for immigration is to flee persecution. At this grave, you notice there's a flag here. What do you guys think a flag means next to a grave? It means that the person served in the military. Could be male, could be female, could be in wartime or peacetime. It just means that at some point in their life they served in the military. Also, before I tell you about this person, note that this gravestone is made of marble. That became popular in the 1800s in this burial ground. Okay, now this person is Dr. John R. Watrous. He was born in Colchester, and when he was a young man, the American Revolutionary War started, and he served the entire war as a surgeon in the American Army, or Continental Army. After the war was over and America won its independence and became the United States of America, he came back to Colchester and served as a town physician and surgeon. I want you guys to know about Dr. Watrous because it's due in large part due to him that we have the town green as a public green. In his day, what is the green now was the private front yards of the houses on Hayward Avenue, including his. He lived in the house that we know today as the Hayward House. So, you should know about Dr. Watrous. He did a lot of things for Colchester. He was a very civic-minded man. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so these are, let's talk about the gravestones themselves. These two are made out of granite. Granite is a very hard stone, so it lasts a long time. You can see there's imagery on the stone. There's the information carved in there with the birth date, or not the birth date, but the death date and age. And then it has the symbol. If you see the symbol on a gravestone, you know it's from the 1700s. Because by the 1800s, it was out of fashion and nobody wanted this on gravestones anymore. But in the 1700s, 1600s too, this is what people wanted. This is called a soul effigy. It's a face with a crown and wings, representing a soul rising to heaven after death. So that's some gravestone symbology. Now, every carver had his own style. See, the soul effigy has this style on this one and another style on this one because there's different carvers. This is the tomb of Gershwin Bulkley and his descendants. Gershom was one of the sons of Reverend John that we met earlier. And when he died in 1788, that branch of the Bulkley family decided that they wanted to bury their family members in a tomb rather than in the ground individually. So they built this, and for the next 50 years or so, this is where they buried the members of that family. Originally, there was a door here and there's stairs under here. So when a family member would die, They would prepare the body, put it in a coffin, open up the tomb, stack the coffin on top of the other ones that are in there, and then leave and lock it up until the next one. If you want to find out more about this, we have an exhibit about this in the museum right next to the library. Okay, now this empty looking area is not empty. These are the unmarked graves of the paupers, poor people that didn't have family or money to pay for a burial. The town had to bury them, so the town would not give somebody that they had to bury a marker. But most of the 70 plus graves that are in this corner are actually of slaves, of black slaves. Most people, when they think of slavery, think of the South, but up until the early 1800s, slavery was legal in the North as well. In Connecticut, slavery wasn't fully abolished until 1848. So, when a slave died, they would be buried in an unmarked grave in this corner of the burial ground. These are the gravestones of Pierpoint and Abigail Bacon. The Bacon name should sound familiar to you because we have the original Bacon Academy right behind us. Now, Pierpoint and Abigail Bacon, they were the wealthiest couple in Colchester. They both died in the year 1800, and they never had any children, and they didn't want their fortune to go to their family for whatever reason. So in their will, they left their entire estate to the town to build a school. That amounted to $35,000 in 1800, which is like $2 million in today's money. By 1803, they had built and opened the school, and of course they named it after the Bacons.